Good morning, children. In today's class, I welcome you to my class and I'm going to teach you all for a while English. Okay, so today I'm going to take you towards an interesting thing. See what are you seeing on the screen? What is that all about? Are you all being excited? Am I going to take you through a war film? Maybe yes. Now let's go through what's it. Okay. The peaceful warrior. The peaceful warrior. So today's lesson, the topic name is the peaceful warrior. Let's see what do you mean by the peaceful warrior. Before getting into it, I want you all to listen and say aloud along with me. Samurai. Samurai. What do you mean by samurai? A member of a powerful military caste in Japan. Okay. Samurai. Then revenge. Revenge. Sword. Sword. Kneel. Kneel. K is silent here, so you'll have to read it as kneel. Fascinated. Fascinated. Patience. Patience. Regretted. Regretted. Rubble. Rubble. Okay, so what's this? Ma'am, you've given us Angry Birds? What else can I take you all as an example to show how angry means? What angry means, right? Do you get angry, children? Why or why not? For example, you have a chocolate in your hand. Okay, maybe two, maybe three you have in your hand. Now, you don't want to share it to anybody. You want just to keep it for yourself, but you don't eat it. But all of a sudden, your brother comes, grabs the chocolates from you and run away. How do you feel? Exactly like this red bird, right? You'll feel like that somebody has taken something very precious from you, right? So you will get angry or not. If you get angry, what will you do now? You will all have to tell me. Go ask your mummy, call your mummy, call your papa and ask, Papa, if I get angry, what will I do? Will I shout? Will I cry? Will I throw tantrums? Please tell me. You people have to know what kind of reaction you do when you get angry. If you don't get angry, I'll be the most happiest person, children. Okay. Now, you also must know, do your parents get angry or not? If they get angry, why do they get angry? You should also know these things. Got it, children? Understood. Now here, I'm going to take you through a lesson called the peaceful warrior. The peaceful warriors. Okay. Now, what do you mean by peaceful? There's no disturbance at all. Your mind is fully relaxed. Okay, that's called as peaceful. Now, what do you mean by a warrior? A brave or experienced soldier or fighter. A brave or experienced soldier or fighter. These are called as warriors. Okay. Now, let's read. Many years ago, a few soldiers lived in Japan. They were good fighters and were very faithful to their masters. They lived disciplined lives and were called the samurai warriors. Let us read the story of a samurai warrior who got angry and did something wrong. Moving on to the lesson, here I'm going to teach you about a peaceful warrior, right? So here, let's read the lesson. Once, a samurai warrior got angry with his master and without thinking, killed him. He regretted his action, but the master was dead and gone. He knew that if he were to be caught, he would be put to death. He got very scared and ran away. So children, we all know that samurai warriors are the most patient people. Okay, but here, this warrior, he got angry for some reason. The anger is not mentioned here, but he got angry. Getting angry is not good, right? They always say for 1 minute of anger, you lose 60 seconds of happiness. Okay, but this fellow, what did he do? He got angry and he killed his own master. Okay, but after killing, what happened? He regretted. So what do you mean by regretted? Can you all see this image? So what do you mean by regretted? You feel sad, repentant or disappointed over something that one has done or failed to do. Okay, you feel that you have done a mistake, so you feel so bad about it. So that's called as regretted. He regrets about it. Then what does he do? He's getting now scared because samurais, right? They always have a sword and they can kill anybody so easily. So he is scared right now. He is scared right now. So what do you mean by scared, children? Scared is being very fearful or frightened, especially when you see some thriller movies, some ghost movies or something. What do you feel? You feel so scared, and what do? You feel like you are going to be sorry about it, right? So what happens? You are getting frightened. That's scared. So our samurai, what is he? He's scared right now. So because of that, what does he do? He runs away from that place. He runs away from that place. Okay. He went from one place to another till he arrived at a small village. Village is a small place in the city. Okay, the village was separated, that is divided from the rest of the world by a mountain. Okay, so basically the village was behind the mountain. So anybody has to cross over the mountain to reach to the rest of the world. Okay. The path across the mountain was narrow and dangerous. Narrow is very steep. Okay, very steep. I mean narrow, there is much less place. There's no much space over there. And it is dangerous. Dangerous is something which anything can happen over there. Okay, the path across the mountain was narrow and dangerous. Many villagers, people from the village, had died while climbing it. The warrior, okay, decided to single-handedly carve a road through the mountain. Single-handedly carve a road through the mountain. He wanted to connect the village with the rest of the world and help the villagers. So what he did? He wanted to single-handedly carve the mountain, a road. Okay, what do you mean by single-handedly? Without help from anyone else. Without help from anyone else. Now what do you mean by carve? Carve means cut in or to produce an object, design or inscription. Okay, so how do you carve a vegetable? You make designs out of carving, right? Just like that here, carving. He was wanting to carve the mountain to create what? To make a passage. To make a passage for the villagers to walk in. Okay. He wanted to connect the village with the rest of the world and help the villagers. So I'll repeat again. Once a samurai warrior got angry with his master and without thinking killed him. He regretted his action, but the master was dead and gone. He knew that if he were to be caught, he would be put to death. He got very scared and ran away. He went from one place to another till he arrived at a small village. The village was separated from the rest of the world by a mountain. The path across the mountain was narrow and dangerous. Many villagers had died while climbing it. The warrior decided to single-handedly carve a road through the mountain. He wanted to connect the village with the rest of the world and help the villagers. So children, I'll be ending today's class with this. Let's continue the class tomorrow. Okay, so now you people have to know the hard words which we saw in the beginning, and along with that you will read along this in your page number 9 of your textbook. Okay, the remaining lesson I will be taking it tomorrow in the next class.